and welcome back to the Gusty Garden Podcast. Dom,
Yes.
welcome back. It's been a while.
Thank you. Sorry about the break, guys. We were busy.
It was spring break
Yeah.
for us and like everyone that we know, and it might be spring break for you now, or it might be spring break was last week, but we were planning to, but we kind of just wanted to take a little break, chill.
We took a breather. We played a bunch of Kirby
We
games.
went to a
It was
water
awesome.
park and a theme park in the same exact day.
That shit was
Awesome.
crazy.
And we got a little intoxicated.
Yeah, something like that. I don't know. I don't drink weed. Anyway,
But we have how would you describe this episode? I'm thinking of a specific word.
well,
It starts with an S.
I would describe it as very special, personally.
Very, very special indeed. Thank you so much for embracing
Yes. Of course.
for embracing.
But before we can get, yes, I am embracing this special thing. I kind of love it. But before we get into it, we have to look at our answers to last time's
That's
question.
right. I didn't even think about that.
You didn't.
Oh.
Here, I haven't looked either. Shoot, we're very prepared here today, guys.
Yeah. This is coming after our almost 3-week hiatus.
I mean, it's really just, it's only been one extra week. Like, an episode should have come out last week, so we're only an extra week in. We're only really a week into hiatus.
That is true. Well, no, because it's been 4 weeks now since the last episode. Once this comes out, which will be on Monday, it will be 4
true.
weeks.
Good
So we just took a little small break. Wanted to relax. We wanted to give you guys a break from listening to our awesome voices.
Okay, so we have a problem.
Okay.
It seems like, once again, everyone forgot to hit the submit button when they were writing out their comments.
How disappointing, guys. We talked about
I know,
this.
and it was a really good question too, which is
We
a shame.
talked about this so many times, guys. Come on.
I mean, we at least had one answer for the last couple. I don't know what
We
happened.
did. That is true. Hopefully, by the time this one comes out, since we do have a few more Gusty Gardeners in the batch compared to when we recorded the last one, maybe some of them will remember to hit the fucking submit button.
Oh
For
yeah.
once.
Oh, by the way, guys, thank you so much for checking out the Sunshine
Yes.
video.
Yep,
More on the way.
That we posted our first non-podcast video. We know.
And you know what? It did pretty
Yeah,
well.
it is now our most viewed, our most liked, our most commented. It's our most just interacted video up to this date. This episode's coming out on Monday. The next episode in the Sunshine series will hopefully be sometime this weekend before this episode comes out. But if not, if I can't get to it, if I can't finish it, then it'll be like a day or two after this episode comes out. So, but this is Thursday right now. We don't even know if it's going to be out, but we so hope so. And so check that out. It'll be it won't be like this. The time difference between the first episode and this episode won't be like the common thing. It'll definitely be much closer, but like we said, we took that little break from the YouTubes a little bit. But
I didn't. I mean, I've been posting, but like we took a break from this
took a
channel.
break from the garden.
So like you took a break if you think about it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, now you're gonna be our editor from now on.
That's true. Well, not for everything.
Oh, yeah.
I still want you. I think you should still handle Sunshine, but yes, I'll be handling the podcast from now on.
I'll be
guys.
doing
So,
the main videos. Dom will be handling the cast. So
the pod. Oh yes. But all the preamble out of the way. What are we talking about today, my buddy old pal?
So, I had an idea to kind of go through our spicy takes within the Nintendo sphere. Our spicy.
That's right.
hot.
This is actually our crossover with Hot Ones.
It is actually. This is the first episode of the Hot Garden series
The melting
The
molten
melting
men.
molten. And, um. So yeah, I think we're just gonna go through. We're gonna discuss it. We're gonna rank them on like a hotness meter, which I think is an actual
Yeah.
thing that they do on the hot ones.
Oh, that's funny.
I'm
Okay.
I'm not even sure. But
Yeah, I've never watched them.
so Dom.
Yes.
Dombo.
Uh-huh.
Dombo Looney.
That's my name.
Hi.
Hi. Would you like my hot take?
Would love a hot take.
All right. Well, my first
Keep it-
hot take. I don't know how hot it might actually
it-
be.
yeah.
This is the only one that I've talked
Keep
to you
it
about.
keep it not too hot, keep it a little bit, a little bit on like the little mild spicy side. Keep it as a mild take.
Okay. You know what? I'm hold on to the one I was about to say then for my second
Okay.
one then. Let's see. A hot take. Oh, that's not a hot take. Uh-oh.
Well, okay.
I was about to be like, Nintendo doesn't really make that many puzzle games anymore. That's not a hot
That's just
take.
a fact.
That's just a fact, and I miss them. Okay, and what's
That's a hot
shit.
fact.
What's an actually good hot take?
It could be about literally anything that has to do with Nintendo. Pokemon or Pokemon. I know you have a lot of takes about Pokemon.
I have a lot of takes about Pokemon, but I don't think I want to flood this. Okay, actually, you know what? Sure, I can open with a Pokemon one because this isn't that hot of a take, but still people are gonna disagree
Okay.
with me, so I can open with
okay.
this. You're never gonna believe this. Scarlet and Violet are actually pretty good.
No way. No fucking way.
Now let me explain here.
I'm booing you from the pod.
I know that sounds bad. No, I played the whole damn game. I completed my Pokedex. I played it for like 100 hours in Scarlet. I haven't played Violet yet, but I played 100 hours in Scarlet. I played it more than enough to know all the technical issues. Of course they're there. Of course the game is buggy and the graphics aren't very good and there could be more textures and the lighting engine could be better. Like, I get all the technical stuff. I get it and I agree. The game is just fun. It's just fun. Like, that's what it comes down to. Like, don't get me wrong. There's no excuse anymore for any of the technical stuff. But as long as the game is fun, I'm not really gonna complain about it all that much. Like, Scarlet and Violet are the best Pokemon games in, like, 5 years. Well, debatably Legends Arceus, but I like Scarlet more than Legends Arceus.
Interesting.
In the year of owning Legends Arceus, I put in 50 hours. In the first 3 months of Scarlet, I put in 100.
Yeah. And
yeah.
yeah.
I don't know. I genuinely think it's a good game. I really do. I just think it's a good game that they forgot to make really good.
That they forgot to make look good.
They forgot to make it look and play good, but the game is still good.
Now you know me. For the people who don't know, I don't care about Pokemon. I'm not a Pokemon guy. I like some of the Pokemon designs. I like how some of the games look.
cool.
I like how like Black and White look. Those look incredible. But like in terms of games, never really played them. I try to get into a lot of them. Maybe that'll change one day when I stream some of the games with Dom, someone that can actually help me navigate through them.
Yes. Yes. We are planning to hopefully do that at some point.
But Scarlet and Violet, honestly, I don't know if that's in terms of the people that like bought the game and played it. I think that's like the general consensus is like, yeah, the game like is buggy, it's unfinished, it's ugly, but
you're ugly.
You are ugly. I don't give a fuck.
I hate you.
But it is fun.
Me looking at Scarlet and Violet. You're ugly. I hate you. Aww. You're so sweet. I love you.
But yeah, I think that's like the general consensus with the games, honestly. Like most people.
Shit.
I mean,
that's not that hot of a take.
I mean, there's still gonna be a lot of people that are like, no, the games are fucking awful. I don't have any opinion on it really. All I know is that the game looks kind of broken and not that great looking. But I haven't played it. I don't know what it really feels like. So that's like my general consensus on it. But I know a lot of people who played it are like, oh, it's great. Very, very fun game, like pure fun. But like, yeah, I'm aware that it looks like duty, and plays are like
Yes.
it's got duty in it. It's got glitches.
It does have some duty.
It's got some
but yeah.
some icky paint like duty.
Oh, it's moving. But yeah, that's mine. I guess there's not that much to talk about with this one, but then again, we're only on the mild. Where would you rank it? From hot to not?
On a scale of like 1 to 10, probably like a 3 or a 4.
Yeah, it's not that, to be fair, it's not that hot of a take, but that was also the ask. So, fair enough.
I don't know if I have a take that's like that mild. All of mine are like at least somewhat hot.
Just hit me with one then. It's cool.
I got a little list of them. I'm trying to decide between which one I want to do. I think this is the one that I've told you about a few times, because I think we've talked about the subject many times. But I think
yes,
the weakest classic Mario game is Mario World.
That is an immensely I'm telling you right now, that is a 10. That is an immensely hot take. I don't necessarily agree with you, but I also don't like Mario World as much as most people. But
yeah.
If Gerard the Completionist heard you saying that, you'd be dead. You'd be dead where you stand.
It's not even like a nostalgia thing. I grew up with the game. Like it was one of my first like Mario games that I grew up with, and I still think it's the weakest like classic Mario. In terms of like Mario 1, 2, I won't count Lost Levels because that game's just bad.
That game fucking sucks.
Like that's just objectively a bad game. Mario World is objectively a great game, but I think it's the weakest out of all of them. Even like the Mario Land series, and I guess I'll count like the New Soup games. Maybe not New Soup 2 because that game's also pretty bad.
That game.
But like, like in terms of like, it's just like the level design I think is super weak and kind of boring for a Mario game. I like the ability, like all the abilities that they had from 3, they completely scrapped.
Which like they always.
Which
do
is yeah, but it sucked because all the abilities in 3 were great. Even if they weren't like extremely practical, they were great.
Yeah, the raccoon suit and the frog suit.
It's just like and like the world map the world map is great, but it can like be annoying once you get lost because you have some like progression is locked behind getting like secret exits.
Yeah, that is true.
Which is so dumb, but I like all the secrets and stuff. The sprite art's great, of course. The music is phenomenal. I think it's like
yeah. I mean, Koji Kondo doesn't miss. He just doesn't.
I mean, like it's. I think it's like a top tier like Mario soundtrack.
Like you. So what it sounds like is you don't even think the game is bad, but but in your opinion, it is the weakest like 2D Mario. Basically,
it is the one that I want to play the least. Like if I ever want to play like a classic Mario game, that is the lowest on my list.
Ugh, I'd still rather play it than Mario 1 or Mario Land.
Well, the thing is, I probably play it more than Mario Land. I don't know. I guess I won't count the Land series because those are like, I mean, Mario Land 2 is good, but like they're not on like the same level as like the console games. But like I would rather play Mario 1 because at least I know that I can get through it in like a few minutes.
It sounds like a skill issue, to be honest. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. But yeah, that is definitely that is a very what?
I didn't just threaten you.
It is a very hot take. That is like I genuinely give that like an 8 or a 9. Like I don't think there's many people in this world that agree with you.
I know a lot of people love the game. And, like it's fine. I just think the level design's boring. And like not interesting. Yoshi's cool, I guess, but even Yoshi is just like an extension of Mario. Just like he can like eat things now and get like an extra hit.
He doesn't even have the flutter jump yet.
I know, and he kind of looks ugly.
No, I love classic Yoshi. That's where I draw the line. You're just wrong now. He's so funny looking.
I like the art of classic Yoshi, but I don't like his sprite. He looks kind of.
Do you like how he looks in the Mario World cartoon at least?
Yes. I love the like every cartoon iteration of Yoshi, accept this actual sprite work of Yoshi in Mario World.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
So yeah, it's probably one of my hotter takes in this long extensive list. But
yes.
So hit me with another hothead.
All right, this is my medium take, I believe. And this is the one we have already talked about once before.
Oh.
And that is, I believe that the Kirby series, in terms of quality of games in all aspects, is the most consistently great Nintendo franchise. And now you may think, oh my god, but Mario, like the Mario games, they're incredible. The Zelda games, they're incredible. And yes, I hear you. They are. They're great. They're beloved. I love almost each and every one. But Kirby
is special.
There are bad Mario games, as we just discussed.
Yeah.
And I would argue that there's at least a couple stinkers in Zelda, too.
Oh, yeah.
But with Kirby, I've played almost every Kirby game, and I have never disliked any of them. In fact, even some of the early ones that I skipped, I went back and played them recently, I was downright impressed by how good they were.
Dreamland 1 and 2 are great.
Like Kirby's Adventure is great. That's why it got remade into Nightmare Dreamland. And I know your opinion of Dreamland 3 isn't that high, but I would even argue that Dreamland 3 is pretty good. I just think you don't like it.
I mean, I haven't tried
which is totally fair. Fair.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying, like, most people do like Dreamland 3, so and I'm just saying, like, and I do too. Like, 64 is great. All the Game Boy ones are like GBA ones, all the DS ones, like even down to the spin-offs. Dream Course is great. Mass Attack, Canvas Curse, Rainbow Curse, it's all great. Even the shitty pay-to-win Kirby Battle Boys or whatever it's called. I always forget what it's called. Even that game is basically just a bunch of really good Kirby boss battles. Like,
yeah. No, Kirby's
I don't think there's a bad Kirby game in the whole even Squeak Squad, which people like to shit on for some reason, is so good. Like, there's not a bad one. But, like, Mario Lost Levels, debatably, Mario 2 USA, debatably, apparently Mario World, according to you. Mario Land 1 and 2 are pretty debatable. Obviously, New Soup 2 sucks. Like, even Mario 1 is, like, old as fuck. And we've all heard my complaints about 64 and Sunshine, too.
I mean, even, like, Galaxy 2 and Galaxy 1, pretty weak.
I will even concede there's a couple... I mean, there's things wrong with every game. But, like, I'm just saying, like...
I don't know how hot that take is, because no one's ever really, like, countered it, nor said it, like, blatantly.
Yeah, I think it's hot because no one's ever thought about it.
Yeah.
Like, and like, Zelda, I don't know, Zelda 2 is Zelda 1 is dated. Like, it's good, but, like, it's I would rather play other games.
I'd rather play Zelda 2 than Zelda 1.
I don't know.
Yeah, no, I mean, that's a good take. I can honestly agree with that. And,
like, I think it's hot, not because it's controversial, but because it's not something I've ever heard people talk about.
Yeah, exactly.
I think everyone's kind of afraid to say.
The only thing, like, I've never heard anyone say, like, a take like that, except, like, saying, like, the opposite of that take, except for Yoshi. Where it's, like, Yoshi is the consistently worst, like, Mario series in terms of, like good games to bad, and I gotta agree with that.
That's true.
Because
I think that might be true.
Yeah, and Kirby's just, like, the opposite, which, granted, I haven't played every Kirby game, but every single one that I've played, I didn't get into Dreamland 3, but it's been a few years, so maybe, like, if I gave it a try, since I have a bit more, like, Kirby experience now, I would like it. But I've liked almost every Kirby game that I've ever played, and it just brings, like, a certain feeling playing a Kirby game. It just brings you, like, a certain feeling that I think is really hard to, like, it's just serotonin,
It's joy. It brings you
It's
joy
joy and
is what you're
nothing
looking for.
else.
Kirby just makes you happy.
Yeah. So I don't like, even if there's like a game that you don't really vibe with or like that much, it can't you can't feel anything other than joy while playing a Kirby game. You
Yeah.
just can't.
Like, after we finished playing Forgotten Land, when I left your house last week, I was like giddy to come home and play it with my mom again.
Exactly.
I was genuinely so earnestly excited just to sit down and play more Kirby.
It's just good.
And even with Mario Galaxy, which is my favorite video game of all time, I don't get like that.
Yeah.
It's that simple.
Which, on the subject
yeah.
of Kirby.
Well, hold on. Where would you rank my take?
Like I said,
before we move on,
I don't know. It's so hard because no one's ever said it. Like, maybe
I'd give it maybe a 6.
maybe like a 5 or 6, because just like it's like right in the middle, where I don't know if like it's either people would either really agree with that or people would be like, nah, Mario's the best game ever. Mario's the best.
Yeah, that one. Wow.
But yeah,
hey,
no,
Wario's actually the best one, okay?
That's more of like, I wouldn't say like a hot take, but like an interesting take. You know?
The people are just too afraid to say it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yes, that's my medium take.
On the subject of Kirby, I have a Kirby take.
All right,
I think
go for it.
Kirby is cool. Okay.
Explain yourself.
Kirby looks cool. He sounds cool. And he's just cute.
Okay.
And he's pink. What could you not
That's a 10 out of 10 hot take.
No one agrees.
All right, so my next one is
Okay, no, it definitely does. My next one does involve Kirby, and it's that I think Kirby and the Forgotten Land is a contender for the top. It is in the top 3 3D platformers Nintendo's ever made.
Oh my god!
Like,
yes,
ever.
That you know what? Yeah, I was gonna say that's not a hot take, but that's just because I agree with you.
Yeah.
I think that is an immensely hot take, actually. Come to think
Like,
of it,
I wouldn't even say like 3D platformers that Nintendo hasn't made, but 3D platformers that Nintendo has published.
So like you're counting the Banjos in there.
Yes.
You're counting what else? I mean, what other ones are there? Like Glover.
Yeah. No, but like, you know, every Mario game, Banjo, like you said, God, now that I think about it, there's not a lot of 3D platformers that Nintendo like releases. Wario World, I guess.
Well, but I've never played Wario World. I can't speak on it.
I feel like, okay, maybe I'll change it to, instead of top 3 3D platformers from Nintendo, maybe it's like in the top 5 of like 3D games Nintendo has made.
Okay, that's even bigger, and I think that's even hotter
Because, like,
of a take.
Because like,
I still agree with you.
And that involves like, you know, every Mario game, every Zelda game, every Pikmin,
like,
I guess.
All the Metroid Primes.
Which, I don't know. Obviously, I haven't played every single 3D game that Nintendo's ever made, but like, it's just I just recently started playing Forgotten Land, and I have almost completed it up until like the final boss. And like, even then, I haven't even done the post game stuff. I would say it's like at least in the top 10 like 3D games Nintendo's ever. It's just an incredibly solid experience. Like, there's so little wrong with it.
They're like oh, the frame rate of some of the enemies in the far distance is low.
Oh yeah, you're right. I guess it'd be like top 50 then.
You know what? It's actually a mid-ass game. Fuck it.
You're right. The frame rate dropping 3 frames in like one area. God.
Like an enemy in the far distance moving at 2 frames per second.
I mean, like Breath of the Wild. You're like, it kind of chugs in the Korok Forest, so that means it's a bad game.
Jesus Christ.
Which it's just there's such little wrong with the game, and it's like, even some of my favorite games of all time, like Breath of the Wild, there's so much wrong with Breath of the Wild. It is unreal. Like,
it's true.
I love Breath of the Wild to fucking death, but there's so much wrong with that game.
But I would also say the stuff that's wrong with it doesn't really affect things that much, like, at all.
Exactly.
So I think it's fine.
I mean, yeah, no, like there's so many like flaws with the game, I think, but the good is just so good that it like it's fine. You know, it doesn't bring the experience down. Well, with like Kirby and the Forgotten Land, it's just like there's such little wrong with the game and such good with the game that it's like like I'm having a tough time thinking of a valid
single flaw,
a single like critique of Kirby and the Forgotten Land, and I can't.
I don't have one either.
It's just it's like from in I don't even know if I can say like objective because it's like it's still subjective, but like just from a game design standpoint, from like how finished it is, how polished it is, I think it's like probably in the top 5 like Nintendo.
I mean,
games.
yeah, we could do an entire hour-long podcast where all we do is gush about Kirby and the Forgotten Land.
Yeah.
We like it wouldn't be difficult. We could just go. But which is why I'm cutting you off here because that's what we're slipping into. But yes, I agree with you. However, I still think people are going to disagree and making this a hot take by extension because some people, for some reason, fucking hate Kirby games.
Who? Who?
They exist.
I mean,
they exist.
I mean, people hate everything. So like
exactly.
Like people like there's a massive group of people that just hate Breath of the Wild because it's not like the other 3D Zelda games.
Oh, boo-hoo. Sorry they're not boring.
Sorry they're not fucking linear. On
Sorry Breath of the Wild isn't boring. No, I'm kidding. I like the other 3D Zeldas.
Hey, you're gonna play them at some point.
You
will play them.
Yes, I want to. I actively want to.
I will have to strap you in a chair and kill your family members one by one for every hour.
Why do you like that joke so much?
I just put it in, like, I just ad-libbed it. I was like, when I was recording, I was like, where did that come from?
Why did I say that? Oh my god.
I say that? But I just kept it in.
But yes, I would give your take of what was actually even the take, like Kirby and the Forgotten Land in the top 10 of best 3D games Nintendo's ever made.
Yeah, or published.
I would probably give that a 7 because that's contentious, super subjective. But for the record, I agree with you. Yes. But yeah. Let's see what's now. Now it's time to get spicy.
Okay.
It's time to get very spicy with it. You see. And I'm honestly struggling. I'm struggling.
my spice tolerance is pretty high right now. So give me the best you got, the spiciest you've got.
The Metroid games are bad.
Whoa.
I don't know.
I got one.
Mario.
That's like if you want to think of one.
I got one.
Okay.
I got one.
Okay.
The Mario Kart franchise isn't that good.
That is very hot, and I definitely don't agree.
Let me explain.
Okay,
Let me explain.
Okay, man.
Let me explain.
Okay.
They all suck except for 8.
That is definitely not. Yeah. Okay, that's.
You asked for the heat? I'm bringing the heat. I don't enjoy playing any Mario Kart games except for 8. All of the rest give me a fucking headache. They just either control badly, or they're on old hardware, and it feels bad to play, or I don't know. I can never get into any of them except for 8 and 8 Deluxe, I guess, by extension. But like,
guys, I don't mind it if you want to unsubscribe. It's fine.
Except I haven't tried Double Dash yet, so there's hope. But
you wouldn't like Double Dash.
Really?
If you don't like Wii or like any of the other like more technical Mario Kart games, you would not like Double Dash. It's very technical. Like it's not like casual fun like 8 Deluxe.
Then yeah.
I definitely, obviously, I don't agree. I love Double Dash. I love Wii. I love DS. I love every game post like post Super Circuit. I don't really care for Super or 64
Super Mario Kart
or like even
Mario Kart 64 is like unequivocally bad. That game sucks.
Yeah, I don't like 64, but like everything post Super Circuit, I mean, I love. It might have just been like I grew up with them and I grew up with playing them with friends and like siblings and stuff. But I just think, honestly, my take is the absolute obvious. The absolute opposite.
The absolute obvious take.
Which is, I think, all of them are good after Super Circuit. I think they're all very, very good games. Well, maybe Seven. Seven's very, very fucking weak. But
I will preface, it is almost entirely a skill issue on my part.
Yeah.
Almost entirely.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, some of the older ones, genuinely, they do have problems. Like, even Mario Kart DS, which I used to play all the time as a kid when we went back to it earlier this like, that game, I don't know how I played it. That game is janky as fuck. But yeah, I think it's just a matter of me not readjusting because I'm so used to how, like, you know, smooth and awesome and great it feels to play 8.
No, that's fair. Which I
like. There's no debating that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it is. I admit that's a very skewed one because if I took the time to like really get used to them, I would probably like them.
Yeah, I mean, it's like
I would.
That's definitely probably the hottest take that's going to be in this video because there are so many people that honestly think the opposite, in which they're like Mario Kart 8 is the weakest Mario Kart. That's a very popular like take.
Well, there you go.
Is that
you asked for spice, I gave you spice.
I guess so. I mean, I definitely don't agree with like that take with like the 8 being the worst. Or like the most casual or whatever, because who the fuck gives a shit about?
I mean, like, who cares?
But like,
it's Mario Kart.
I'm a big Mario Kart fan, so I don't agree with that. But I can see where you're coming from, because a lot of the games are like difficult to go back. They're so difficult to go back through. I think it's like because I kind of grew up playing with them like as they came out. Like I played Double Dash. And DS alongside each other because they were the most current ones. And then I played Wii when that came out. I played fucking 7 right when it came. So I kind of grew kind of up with the series. Besides like Super Circuit, but I'm not too upset about that one. But like I don't know. That's a very, very spicy take, and I appreciate it. But I don't fucking agree.
Yeah, even then, I preface it in just saying, like, I don't even think I'm correct, but it is how I feel currently, so therefore it is a hot take. But yeah, what number rating would you give it?
Fucking 9 or 10, dude. That's...
Yeah, it is a buster. It's a bruiser.
That was some mango habanero level spice.
That was a ghost pepper.
That was the Carolina Reaper. Honestly, like, we're not going to get through, I don't think, all of them, but I just had a list, and one of them was actually Mario Kart related.
Okay.
It's a bit more... with it, then. It's a bit more on the positive side for Mario Kart 8.
Sure.
But I think that the Booster Pass updates are far more exciting than any other post-content updates for any other Nintendo game currently going.
Whoa! Oh, currently?
Well, I mean...
You were going to say Xenoblade.
Well, I mean, I'm talking about, like, multiplayer games.
Oh.
So, like, even ones that aren't currently going, okay. Smash Bros. I think the Booster Pass is like more exciting than Smash Bros. Splatoon 3, which I have another take that has to do with Splatoon 3. I don't know if we'll get to it, but I'm significantly more excited for the Booster Pass than I am with any update with Splatoon 3, besides like the DLC, like the DLC side story. What else is there? Like, fucking...
Xenoblade.
I mean, well, yeah, Xenoblade's...
Oh, you said multiplayer.
Multiplayer, yeah. So like,
yeah, no, that's why I walked it back.
Mostly, I guess like fucking Mario Golf, which
Pokemon is a multiplayer game. Oh.
It's more exciting than Pokemon.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
I'm not even really that excited for those DLCs unless they really like show more and they look better. But,
And then probably like, yeah, I guess I don't know how hot that is. I think it's mostly hot because it's like I'm more excited for it now than I was about the Smash reveals.
Damn,
that is solely because of like it definitely wasn't like this when the booster passes started coming out. Like when the wave like 1, 2 were like 1 and 2 were coming out, but like recently they have been like changing the game itself, like not just adding courses, but you know obviously they're adding characters now,
and they're balancing the stats on carts, like they're balancing the game.
They're balancing like characters, so more characters are more, you know, like usable, and it's not just fucking Waluigi Wiggler like broken as hell. They're also changing previous courses to like include shortcuts that previously weren't possible. Like they're removing invisible walls.
It is pretty crazy. It's like, really cool. Like, it's a great way to revitalize such an old game.
Yeah, like, I've actually been playing Mario Kart 8 Deluxe online recently.
Wow.
Like more and more.
Oh, yeah, I haven't even tried the new courses.
Which, like, even with that,
shit, I need to
like,
do that.
I've been playing, like, the recent courses online. I think it's the strongest wave so far. Like...
Wow! Wow!
It's really, like, I know, like, when you looked at the trailer, because I thought it too, I was like, okay, this doesn't look as exciting.
It's a lot of tour courses.
It's a lot of tour courses, but, like, it brings back some of my favorite stages of all time, like DK Summit, which has all of the shortcuts from the Wii game. They're bringing back the fucking, half pipes, which weren't in the base game at all, that was my biggest, like, upsets about that game. They're bringing back, you know, all the shortcuts that were in all the previous courses. They're adding shortcuts in. Wario Stadium is fucking great. They're visually looking really nice, and
they are getting better.
They also the 3 tour courses are so good, like design wise.
Really?
I think there's one that's like a little bit more boring. It's like more like the older ones where it's just like going through a city, but 2 of them feel like 8 deluxe courses. Like they feel like base game courses where they're more like crazy, like you're going on like on fucking roofs. It's like super bright. It's like it's whimsical. It's very whimsical.
Oh, it's whimsical.
It like there's more what's the term for like
charm?
There's more charm. Spectacle. There's more spectacle with all of them. And like even like the super circuit courses that they brought in one. I can't remember what it is. It's like fucking Riverside Rampage or something.
I don't think it's called that.
But it like takes place like during like sunset, and it looks gorgeous because I love everything that has to do with like sunset, and it's like all orange and golden. And it's like the wave is so good, and like they just keep on getting better and better, and visually they're really nice. And fucking and, Yoshi's Island is sick.
I was about to say, of course, Yoshi's Island. I mean, come on,
sick.
That's the obviously good one.
Like they're making this game good. Because like even I'll agree, before like the booster pass came out, the game like Mario Kart 8 was one of my medium ranking games. I liked Wii a lot more, and I liked Double Dash a lot more. But like now, they're kind of fixing the game. And it's like it's
8 years exciting. Later.
8 fucking years later.
Took them long enough.
So I don't know how hot that is. The booster pass is literally fixing this almost 10-year-old game, and I really I still agree Mario Kart needs to change, and we need a new fucking game soon.
Yep.
But
that's not a hot take.
Yeah. But this is like, for the meantime, this is fucking great. It's incredible.
I'm with you, but not as passionately. And even though I'm not that into Smash, I still got beyond hype for Smash reveals.
Oh, absolutely.
Far more than these.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, it's like the thing about the Smash reveals, I was really excited about them, but after they were like, if it wasn't a character that I was excited about, like unlike obviously like, you know, I was excited for like Banjo and like Sora and stuff like that. But like other than the other characters that I was excited for, after the reveal happened, it was kind of like, yeah,
Whatever.
uh, cool. Like I still don't play a lot of Smash. I play I pretty much only play with friends. But with like Mario Kart, I'm playing that shit by myself.
Yeah.
You know.
No, I understand. I just like there was like a ritual to it, you know, where it's like every time like, oh, there's a Smash reveal, like you the boys on Discord and everyone gathers around, you get your snack, you're like, who's it gonna be this time? You make your bingo sheet.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, I
great.
enjoyed that aspect. Like that is why I would say I enjoyed those more. Not just because they got me more excited. Because I do think also the booster course stuff, it has a lot longer lasting implications for my, you know, video game play. Because just like you, like, I'd play Mario Kart by myself as well. I don't touch Smash anymore. Exactly. Like, ultimately, that stuff is gonna do more for me over a longer period. But, like, I just have such fond memories of, like, I mean, I grew up on Smash reveals. Like,
right. Yeah,
between Wii U and Smash and Ultimate. Like, they hold such a special place in my heart that I have to rank them higher than, like, the DLC booster course pass deluxe, whatever you want to call it. But yeah, I do think other than like Smash stuff, I agree with you actually.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's like I do agree when you say it's, you know, the Smash reveals were more like in the moment, like the hype behind them is far more exciting because, you know, it's like it's a playable character in a fucking like massive fighting game, massive platformer fighting game.
It's not a fighting game, okay? I like Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, and Smash is not a fighting game.
So anyway, it's these playable characters in this platformer fighting game.
That's better.
Sorry.
So
I couldn't
it's
help
like,
myself.
No, like, I do agree they are some of the most fond memories that I have, especially with, like, the Wii U, with, like, Mega Man and shit coming back. That core fucking memory. Core memory. But in terms of, like, what's the word? How do I, like, I think you described it well when you said, like, longevity.
Oh, staying power.
Staying power, yeah. There's more staying power for me because I like Mario Kart more than like fucking Smash.
Or specifically Splatoon 3.
Yeah. About that.
That's a pod episode for another day.
Yeah.
I'd love to do an episode about Splatoon at some point.
Honestly, in terms of Splatoon 3, it won't be a very positive.
No, I know, but we can talk about all three.
Oh yeah.
Whatever. It's fine. We can talk about that later. I just came to mind. I thought I'd say
it. But I mean, you're right. But yeah, to me, like, the staying power is a bit more exciting. But the hype was definitely.
It was like, unrivalable.
It was unrivalable for.
You could smell it in the air.
Unless one of your stupid fucking coworkers spoils Banjo for you.
Dude, you got Banjo spoiled for you?
Yeah, I thought I told this story, but
I might have forgotten.
But I was working that E3 like that morning, and one of my coworkers like came up to me and was like, "Hey, did you see who got revealed for Smash?" And I was like, "No, please don't fucking tell me." And he was like, "Oh, okay, man." And then like right before I was about to leave to go watch it, he was like, "Banjo's in Smash."
Oh, what a fucking prick!
Yeah, and so I literally, like, never was nice to him for the entire time that I worked there. But I kind of knew it was gonna happen, but it would have been more exciting. But Hero was announced, so that was also exciting, and I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Hero's cool.
But I did get spoiled for Banjo. I did not get spoiled, of course, for Sora, because I literally left class to go to my car and watch it. And that was probably the most exciting moment of my fucking life. Like, the most exciting announcement, the only thing that could ever rival Sora being announced would be like a Sunshine like full remake
or sequel,
or like a Sunshine sequel. I mean, I want to remake more, but that's for another day as well.
Yeah, let's remake the old one before we get to any kind of new shit.
Let's make the old one good first.
It's like the opposite of Nintendo's motto.
Yeah, I know.
We're gonna make new shit and forget about the old shit.
and maybe remake the old shit if we feel like it.
By the way, be sure to go buy Metroid Prime Remake.
Yeah,
Like, yeah, do it. Seriously, guys.
we're,
It's really
we're
good.
actually sponsored
Please.
by Nintendo this episode.
Yeah, it's true. They love sponsoring American podcasts.
Go buy Metroid Prime and then give it to us. So
Yeah,
we can
because neither of us own it.
One
I mean, I have the
day.
trilogy on Wii U. It's fine.
Yeah, no, so do I. But God, are we?
We're about 45 minutes in. I think we have enough time for one more take each if we can. I know you have more. I haven't written down any more.
Yes.
I could try and conjure one real quick. We could do
Okay.
some quickie ones to end this out.
Okay.
Mario is hot.
Dude, you realize we're doing hot takes, right?
Sorry.
Everyone knows Mario is sexy.
Okay. All right. Real hot take time. I gotta think of one more.
I mean, I can go while you're thinking of one.
Yeah.
Just
do
like
that.
go really quickly.
Yeah. Hit me with one.
Nintendo is majorly dropping the ball with Splatoon 3, and it is probably the most disappointing game Nintendo is currently updating.
All right.
Is one of the most disappointing games Nintendo has made in like the last 5 years.
Yowza.
They are dropping the ball. All the maps are fucking boring. They're even more boring than Splatoon 2. Like, I miss Splatoon 2's maps, which I never thought I would fucking say. But
Like,
3's map sucks.
You really miss Splatoon 1's maps, is what you miss.
I really miss Splatoon 1's maps. And I've been missing them since Splatoon 2. But now I kind of miss Splatoon 2's, which I never thought I would fucking say. I did not know how fucking good I had it, because I didn't know how bad they could fucking make him. There's not enough good weapons.
Yeah, as you guys know, I don't play Splatoon, so this is all Oliver just venting right now. I have no opinion on this.
I've been thinking about making just like a rant video about Splatoon 3.
I'd watch it. Like, if you made it,
I-
even though I have no context, I would fucking watch it.
And just like slap it on like my personal channel. That's not a thing yet. But it is disappointing. There's not enough new content. The connections are even worse than Splatoon 2's. To the point where a lot of people have literally been deranking because of disconnects.
Wow.
Jesus. It's bad. All the new stuff is kind of mid. Salmon Run is almost the exact same except with the big guy. Which
like,
I guess is cool.
You like Salmon Run, though.
I like Salmon Run. There's only one new stage in Salmon Run still.
Wait, what?
There's only one new stage in Salmon Run still.
That isn't from Splatoon 2, you mean?
Yes.
What the fuck?
It's been like over 6 months. Wait, maybe there is two. Maybe there is two. But even then, still, there's only like three. No, is there three? Yes, there are two new stages, but they have not added a new stage in like months. So there's only like 3 or 4 like actual Salmon Run stages.
Wow.
And dude, Salmon Run never lagged, or like Splatoon never lagged in Splatoon 2. It lags so bad in Salmon Run. In 3.
No.
Like, once there's like a lot on screen, it lags horribly. And has caused me multiple like losses because of it.
Damn.
And also Splatfest suck now because the colors are boring and everyone's fucking try hard. Big Run's cool though. That's cool, but they're only doing that like once every like 4 months. So that's my rant on Splatoon. That's my mini rant. Maybe I'll make a full video on that on my channel.
Please do.
Because I have a lot to say about it.
Okay.
So yeah, that's honestly probably not too hot. I think a lot of people agree with that. But I had to fucking say it.
Okay, I'm ready for my hot take.
All right.
They should make
Bring it
Mother
to me.
4. Okay, actually, I got a better one. They shouldn't localize Mother 3.
Honestly, I agree with that because it wouldn't be as good as the fan translation.
It probably wouldn't. I'd kill to play it on official hardware though.
Oh my god.
But
me too.
yeah, that was obviously another joke one.
I kind of agree with that. They shouldn't localize it. It wouldn't be as good.
Man, I can't
God,
think
we
of.
could talk about
I can only think of cold takes. Like,
guys.
they
let
should
us
make a
know
new
if you,
Wario
like,
Land.
Let us know if you like want. Oh, that's not even hot either. That's also not hot.
That's a frozen ass take.
Let
They
us-
should make a
let
new
us
Wario
know-
World. How about that? A new 3D Wario. That's what we need.
Do you? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, is that even a hot take? Do
I don't
people
think
like
it's-
Wario World.
I don't know. I have no idea if people like Wario World, but I know it's not in high demand.
That's like one of the few like not mainline, but like one of the few like first party Nintendo games that I never think about ever.
Like, hang on. Maybe I can. I'm gonna look up live on the air Wario World. We're gonna see like what it's rated on like IGN or whatever.
Like what's the general consensus of it? I've never heard anyone's opinions on that game.
It is a 7.1 out of 10 from IGN and 3.1 out of 5 from Glitchwave, whatever that is.
The fuck is Glitchwave?
I don't know.
Jesus.
And it's listed as
So-
a platform beat 'em up fighting game?
Ew.
Wait,
I don't want to play it anymore.
Wait, what?
I didn't know that. I thought it was just like a 3D platformer. I didn't know it was a beat 'em up.
What the?
Fucking hate beat 'em ups.
I
don't want to play it now.
Its gameplay centers mainly on combating enemies that require some platform navigation similar to Super Mario 64 and Super Mario Sunshine. Like
Don't even
of
focus
all the
on
games
beating
to
up
list.
enemies.
Yeah, it looks like a lot of the gameplay focuses around like combat,
Oh,
which is a
that
choice.
could be good.
Okay, a 3D Wario game that doesn't have that. How about that?
So you want a good, like an actual
I want a 3D
like,
Wario
3D
Land.
platformer,
I want a 3D Wario Land, is what I want.
hand drawn as well.
How could they do hand drawn 3D?
There's 3D platformers that are hand drawn.
How?
Well, it's like an in between where a lot of the assets and a lot of the actual like textures are hand drawn, but obviously the models are there.
Oh, I get you. Okay.
But there is a 3D platformer that recently came out from the publisher of A Hat in Time. I can't think of the publisher name, but they recently published a game a year or two ago, where the character models and a lot of the background elements are like hand drawn. So it's like Paper Mario except as like a 3D platformer.
I see. Okay.
And I want to play it.
Is that the one I sent you? No, that's not the
What?
one I sent you. Because I sent you another one that I'm realizing is like also kind of similar, where it's like a 3D platformer, but everything like the
Right.
character is 2D. Like
Oh God, what?
I know you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah. I mean,
I
There
will superimpose me saying the name of it right here, so you all can go look into it. But yes, that also looks good.
so they should make another Wario Land.
Yeah, they should. I mean, yeah, but just period, they should. But that's also not a hot take. Man,
Yeah.
I gotta think of a hot one to close this out. Shit. Make a new Star Fox. Oh wait, that's not a hot take. Make a good new Star Fox. That's not a hot take.
Okay, how about this? Port Star Fox Zero to the Switch.
That is, why would they do that? That is a hot
hot
take
take,
because
though.
no one wants that.
Yoshi's Island is the best 2D retro platformer Nintendo's ever made.
Wow! Wow!
That's my genuine. I can't think of any other games that are better than it. It's my favorite 2D platformer ever. But it is extremely subjective.
I know it's not mine, but it is really, 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 really good. But yeah. Okay. Yeah, I guess I just don't have that many hot takes, guys. I'm sorry.
No, you have to think of one right now before we leave. Please, for the people.
Pokemon actually
viewers.
isn't very good.
What?
What? No, I'm just kidding. Pokemon's great! Man, shit. What's it? Pikmin!
What about Pikmin?
That is my hot take. The word Pikmin.
That's your hot take. Pikmin.
Pikmin. And obviously, guys, it should go without saying. Our question of the day: what's your Nintendo hot take? What do you got? Give us your hot takes.
I mean, I don't even think we needed to ask that. I think that's the obvious question.
Well, look,
But,
people already are forgetting to submit on their questions that they take ages to write out. I want them to at least know the prompt.
I think we have to start asking them at the beginning, or else they just won't get to the actual question.
Oh God, you're right. It feels so much better to ask it at the end, but you're
I know.
right.
No, let's stick with at the end. Once we upload this next Sunshine video, we will have thousands of new Gusty Gardeners coming.
Yeah,
to
there are gonna
the
be
channel.
what?
I mean, the video's gonna be pretty good.
It's true. This is a banger.
Yeah. If the video is out, like I said, we don't know if it will be. Go back and watch the second Sunshine part. And if not, then wait for it to come out and then watch it, because it'll be really good.
Oh yes.
Thank you for all the love and support on that video.
Yeah,
Thank
seriously.
you for the one person that we actually don't know.
Yeah, that's true.
commenting on.
One person that
That's pretty cool.
that isn't one of our friends commented on the video, genuinely liking it, and thank you so much. You are the first of thousands, I'm sure.
You are the first of the first YouTube channel to reach 7 billion subscribers.
7 billion trillion subscribers.
Every single human on Earth is going to be subscribed to this channel.
In that case, it's going to be 8 billion.
Well, no, because the other billion are infants,
Or old.
so they can't
They're
actually
too
watch
old
it
to watch it.
because this podcast is explicit.
Yeah, it's true.
So
Okay.
well, thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah, this was a little more of a mild episode. A little more chill.
It's a pretty hot episode.
It was pretty. There were some hot takes in there. There were some not so hot takes in there by me. I balanced it out by saying the hottest take.
True. Yeah, it was pretty fucking hot.
But yes, thank you guys so much for watching, listening, whatever. Be sure to comment.
Don't
if you're
forget
not
to hit submit.
yeah, make sure you answer the question, guys. Please, please. We don't ask them for fun. I mean, we do, but
Please.
we also want your answers.
This is a job. You guys are being employed by us.
What? No, it's the opposite. We're their employees. Wait, is that right? Wait,
What?
no, whatever. Fucking.
I think we should go.
See you guys next time.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye.